Strong ass woman that you grew to be, with the head on right, living peacefully, giving most high praise, spiritual Ori.
Hi, my little spirits. So in this video, we're going to talk about why it's important to cleanse your crystals, how to cleanse your crystals, which crystals are water safe, which ones are not, and using water with non-water safe crystals. Why do we cleanse crystals? Crystals absorb all types of energy, especially negative energy. Cleansing your crystal helps restore it to its natural state so that it can do its job for you. So it is very important to cleanse your crystals, especially think about it. No matter where you get your crystals from, they are going to go through many different hands. Whether you get them from your local botanica, whether you order them online, whether a friend gives them to you, they're going to pass through many different hands. Hands at the post office if they get shipped to you. They have to get shipped to their botanicas, wherever. They're going to go through many different hands. So it is very, very important to cleanse your crystals when you get them. For all my fellow empaths out there, we will, it's really easy for us to take on the energy of someone else if we don't know how to protect ourselves. So please cleanse your crystals. How to cleanse your crystals? You can use the energy of the full moon, the new moon or the full moon. You can smudge them during a smudging process. Bury them underground for 24 hours. You can use a cleansing crystal such as a selenite or obsidian, and you can use water, running water or natural water, like water from like seawater, river water, moon water, sun water, Florida water, different types of water. There are many different types of natural waters. During the new or the full moon, you want to take your crystals and you want to put them directly under the moonlight. You can sit them right outside, or you can sit them in your windowsill, or sometimes I leave them in my car in the window because where I live, I don't get much natural moonlight I'm surrounded by buildings. So you let it sit out overnight during the new moon or the full moon, and it will absorb the energy of that moon. It will cleanse your crystal and get it right back and ready for natural state. That is the strongest way and one of the best ways to cleanse your crystal, using the full or the new moon. The moon is just smudging your crystals. You can smudge your crystals with sage or with Palo Santo or with coconut, or there are many different things that you can use to smudge your crystals. But what you want to do is you want to get the smudge, you want to get the whatever you're using and smoke, burn it, get the smoke, and run your crystal as you say the words. I cleanse this crystal of any negative energy that it may be holding on to, something like that, something of the sort. And you just run your crystals through the smoke, and that is another way to cleanse your crystals. Bury them underground for 24 hours. This doesn't have to be on a particular day or time. Just connecting with the earth is good enough. Using a cleansing crystal, such as a selenite or an obsidian, you can place it next to the crystal overnight, or for a few hours, or for however long you want to. Leave it next to the crystal. Selenite and obsidian are just a couple of crystals that do not absorb any negative energy at all, and they will help cleanse the other crystals surrounding it. So using another crystal, a cleansing crystal, is another way. Water. You can use water to cleanse your crystal. You can use running water, just any regular running water, or you can use natural water. You can use seawater, water you get from the ocean, river water. Moon water is water that you get the same way that you would charge your crystal. You take a bowl or a glass of water and you sit it in your windowsill during a new or full moon, and there's your moon water. You can get sun water the same way. Do it during the day. I'll leave it out. You can use Florida water. There are all different types of natural waters that you can use to cleanse your crystals, and you would just sit them in the water and leave them in there for 24 hours. Any crystal that is a 5 or below on the Moore's hardness scale is considered not safe for water. Some crystals can will actually dissolve in water, will chip away, will lose its shine, And some harder crystals will actually rust and will release toxins when placed in water. So it is really important to, again, do your research when it comes to crystals. Know what crystals you have and whether or not it is water safe. Please keep in mind that there are some ways that you can still use water with non-water safe crystals. You get you a bowl, you place the water in the bowl, you place the crystal directly next to the water, and you leave it there overnight. And that's one way you can cleanse it using water. Another way is you can actually put it in like a spray bottle and spray it over the crystal in a way that, you know, it will lightly mist the crystal, but just make sure that you dry them. You sit them in the windowsill for at least 15 minutes under the sun so they can dry, or you actually take a paper towel and you dry them. But just make sure, you know, those crystals do not sit in water. And honestly, if you really don't have to use water, don't use water. You really don't have to. There are different ways to cleanse your crystals. Water is just one of them, but if it's a must, then you absolutely must use water for these crystals. Those are two ways that you can use water with non-water safe crystals. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Do what y'all do.